And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mon. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Third down from the gun, it's Mon. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here we go.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You got nothing in there. 11. You got nothing.
Burrow on play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. The 40, the 20, and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down, here's Mixon. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. So
one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 44, Mond setting up the screen for Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Mixon on the toss right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was final.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Up to make the play there defensively, Von Bell, leading tackler in Cincinnati last year. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Mon. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Mon going to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Mixon with a first down carry. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 39, Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Got a man open. It's Chase. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now Burrow on first down. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon, a 9-yard touchdown grab, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mon looks to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit in And taken down. They got him. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Kevin Huber now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2nd down and goal. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
11 empty.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
11.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
At the 24-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Mond rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Nice little juke. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out Do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Set up a throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll set up to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Not much there, only a yard.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
2nd and 9. Back to the ground, Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 4th down, Mon. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's got room. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
12. Check 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Here we go. Ready? Mark 54. Mark 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
24 is the mark.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mon. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former Viking first-rounder Trey Waynes. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 80 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 1st down, Mixon, despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Here we go. Check. Here we go. Ready?
It's Mixon on the counter. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Check 9. Shoot.
Once again, they run with Mixon. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They run the counter. Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mon. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bengals, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season.